Hey everyone, Stephanie from Dub Talk here. In case you couldn't tell from the title of today's episode, unfortunately it is not for prison school. We're actually still having some issues on the editing front, so unfortunately we are going to consider prison school at this point in time a lost episode. Whether or not that episode will come to light in the future is up in the air, but for now, just so we don't keep you guys hanging on and waiting on it forever, we're just going to keep moving on from here. When we do get Prison School done and uploaded, obviously we'll let you guys know, but thank you for being so patient with it, and I apologize for it still not being complete, but we at least do have a good episode for you today, with our Diabolik Lovers dub review. So, again, thank you for being patient. I apologize for not getting Prison School up sooner than this, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Dub Talk. Hello one and all, and welcome to Dub Talk, the podcast where a group of otaku friends discuss their opinions on a recent English dub announcement or review the dub of a recently released series. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Stephanie, and joining me today, as always, is Megan. And our guest joining us today, I love this torment right now, from the YouTube channel Animepalooza, we have Gigi.
What's happening, everybody? My neck kind of hurts, just saying.
My everything hurts.
I don't know what you were doing while you were watching this.
There was a sewer involved and 2 parts of a triplet. Have 2/3 of triplets.
Remember, Megan, you volunteered for this. Okay, today we're going to be tackling our very first dub review on the podcast, because that Attack on Titan one that was a vlog a while ago, it kind of does and kind of doesn't count. I don't know. But the series we're tackling today, it's gonna be a little weird, because I think a lot of people don't like it, and then there are some people it's like guilty pleasure central. I know, at least for me, it's a guilty pleasure, so screw everything. Today we're going to be reviewing the English dub of Diabolik Lovers.
Yay! This is me clapping without clapping. It's the best.
Yeah, Megan just finished watching this.
Time for Trainwreck-a-palooza.
Choo-choo, motherfucker. Choo-choo, motherfucker. Wait. We need Jerry Jewell. Where the fuck is Jerry Jewell and the motherfucking rail tracer conductor?
Far the fuck away from this show.
As all the smart people would who didn't need a paycheck at the time.
That's true.
Oh.
Alright, since this is the first dub review for the podcast that we're going to be doing, I'll explain how this is going to kind of work. This is going to be similar to the dub announcements. We're just going to go backwards in staff and casting and just discuss our thoughts on the performances from this dub. We may talk about the show, the show itself, so fair warning. If you have not seen the first season, we may get a little spoilery from time to time as we discuss the performances and these moments. And let's just say there are going to be some moments where we're kind of like, what the fuck happened?
Welcome to Diabolik Mommy Issues.
An Oedipus complex for everyone.
You get an Oedipus complex. You get an
Oedipus complex.
Look under
Chris
your
Hansen
seat.
says to take a seat.
Look under
Hold
your
on,
seat.
I'll just take one.
Look under your
my
seat,
God.
kids. It's a brand new Oedipus complex.
Oh lord. So yeah, just so you know, we may get spoilery for this episode, so yeah, just fair warning, and we're just gonna try our very best to talk about and critique the performances in the dub. Just saying.
I'm sorry, my friend. Okay, my friend Hina, who loves the show, just sent me her nicknames for all of the characters.
Oh no.
Oh no,
You're gonna have to,
Yeah,
you may
fuck
have to
you,
tell
Hina.
us how it goes as we go.
Fuck you,
But,
Hina. It's one of the people
okay.
I told when I was watching this show. It was like her, my friend Roxanne, Kenny, other Megan I know, Melissa, and Christine were all like, oh, and Stephanie, and we're all like, you're finally doing it! And I'm like, I hate all of you.
You love
Okay.
it. Don't be
Yes,
a
I did. I
hater.
totally loved it.
Train wrecks are amazing.
It's great. So anyway, that's the game plan for this episode. So why don't we start with the ADR director and the scriptwriter. The ADR director, because obviously no predictions here. ADR director is Janice Williams, and the scriptwriter is Cameron Lantos.
Whoever Cameron Lantos is needs to, like, jump off a cliff, because this script was terrible.
Well, funny story, this is the only script he's ever written.
Oh, somehow that makes sense, because it's terrible.
Well, the other thing for me though was, like, something I noticed early on. It kind of seems like it's tried to stick with being a faithful adaptation for the most part. Because I can remember some parts of it, like, in the Japanese lining up with the English script, so at least that's what I figured.
I mean, like, he tried, but there were so many better ways that the dialogue could have been formed just to make it sound more conversational, or at least, like, more like somebody was in trouble, other than, you know, I think she said something like slightly at one point in time, and I was like, really? You're gonna bust out slightly right now when your neck's about to get 2 holes poked into it? I was like, okay, whatever.
To me, the biggest thing was, like, there were a lot of times where, like, stuff would transition and it just felt so staged and stilted. And you could, like, as much as the actors were trying, there was no way they were not gonna get all of these lines out like they were a piece of, like, wooden board. And it was really awkward. Because you would go from, like, these flashback moments to, like, oh, I must do this. And there was no flow to it.
Yeah, like, I can see that problem. There was a little bit there. And just to get credits for Janice Williams out of the way, she's mostly done more, like, media coordinator, subtitles, and stuff like that, but she does have a couple other directing credits at the very least. Mostly in the way of Clanad and Clanad After Story. I think that's the only other one that she's done. No, Dream Eater Mary is one, which Dream Eater Mary wasn't bad. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen the damn thing, and I've never seen Clanad.
You've never seen Clanad at all?
Nope. I have not seen Clanad.
I am the only person in the world who hates Clanad.
May I introduce you to my director on my other podcast, because she fucking hates it too.
Oh my god, please, we could be besties.
She also made a drinking game to this anime.
Oh, definite besties.
But yeah, I'm not seeing. It's mostly like media coordination and DVD producing, but she has a few directing credits here and there.
The Clanad dub was fine. It was probably the only worthwhile part to that show, and it's the only show I will ever remember Greg Ayres in. That's the only thing I think of when I think Greg Ayres. I'm like, oh, he's the blonde dude in Clanad. So at least she did something right.
The only show that she's directed that I know I've watched, but I just haven't watched the dub of, is Suritama. But there's just this clip floating around on Tumblr. It's like, all you need to know about the Suritama dub, and it was just the little blonde one making, like, really stupid noises.
Hooray. I think in terms of the directing, considering the voice acting talent who are a part of this, it turned out fine. The script, on the other hand, it was interesting. I mean, you know, sharing is caring, guys.
Okay, that was the best line in the entire... Okay, what are we kidding? That was the best line in the entire dub. God, Ayato, don't you know? Sharing is caring.
Yeah, that was LAITO, right?
Yeah, that was LAITO's
probably.
Best line.
LAITO who said
yeah, that was LAITO's, like, best line. I had to, like, almost pause the video because I was laughing too hard.
I lost my shit when I heard that line. I'm like, well, I'm out.
It was like the most bitter
I suddenly liked LAITO after I heard that line. I'm like, I'm out. We're good. I like you now.
LAITO when he started setting people on fire.
I mean, like,
the last episode, right?
Sometimes you gotta set a bitch on fire.
You gotta set a bitch on fire.
Sometimes you've gotta Mufasa your own mom. Long live the king!
It's the circle of life and it moves us all. God damn it.
So get the fuck off my balcony!
Choo choo!
We're on a roll. Yay!
We're on fire, just like Cordelia.
Oh, but shh.
And Richter while we're at it.
Goodbye, Uncle Dexter.
Like, I don't have a lot of issues with the directing at the very least. The writing, obviously, like, it was really stilted at points, but it kind of also seemed at certain points that it tried to be rather faithful to the original Japanese, which I can, considering this is the only credit that Cameron Lantos has, I can give him the benefit of the doubt there.
I think maybe he pissed off somebody and got thrown in a closet at Sentai. You're not allowed to come out until you learn how to write better.
Might have. Do we feel good about moving on, I guess, then?
Yes.
There's not a lot to talk about there.
Next stop
on
the train.
So for the most part, we're gonna be putting a lot of these characters in pairs. We're not talking about the mini-me versions of the six brothers.
So they are adorable.
They are adorable. We'd be here all day. But we are at least gonna talk about the dear old mothers. So the first two mothers, CHRISTA and BEATRIX. CHRISTA is Subaru's mother, and BEATRIX is Shu and REIJI's mother. And CHRISTA is voiced by Brittany Karbowski, and BEATRIX is voiced by Lucy Christian.
Yay!
My one fear in the entirety of the flashback where you see them talk is Shu has this dog. And my entire thing was, don't kill the dog! Don't eat JoJo's Bizarre
Don't
Adventure!
eat it! Please don't eat that dog!
Don't kill that dog! Don't eat that dog! Don't turn it into some fucking dog vampire shit!
So, by the way, other credits. Brittany Karbowski, you probably know her as Black Star from Soul Eater. Oh god, what else? I'm just looking.
Yamada's first time!
Yamada's first time. I forgot that. Let's see. She has done...
She's the girl in Shattered Angels. She's my favorite female voice actress ever. So I feel like I should give Brittany Karbowski some props for saying 3 lines in this god-awful anime. I hope you got a paycheck, Brittany Karbowski.
Yeah, she's mostly done a lot of Sentai stuff, but she has done quite a few Funimation things. She's done Haganai Next. She has done High School of the Dead.
Ugh.
I'm sorry, Yomengan, a variety of things, really. She's done a variety of stuff.
She's pretty BA.
And Lucy Christian, oh my lord, she's done a lot too. Probably one of her most well-known roles, I would say, would be Nami from One Piece, of course. There's also Clanad, speaking of Clanad.
Brittany Karbowski was also in Canon, 2006.
Oh right, I forgot about that. She also did Full Metal Alchemist.
She was the one little kid in Black Butler you wanted to punt into the sun. Fuck you, Eloise Trancy.
Eloise, yep, I forgot about that. She also did...
She was Duck in Princess Tutu.
There we go.
Right.
That's all, yeah.
That's all you need to know.
That's it. That's it. We're good.
I want to say she was the dumb twin in D and Angel. She was the one that looked
she
like
was
the
something
grandma.
in D and Angel. She was in Air Gear.
Risa, yeah, she's Risa in D and Angel. Because, I do not remember who plays the other twin, but...
Hilary Haig.
Yep. I was like, who the fuck plays the other twin? So... These two characters, they only ever really appear and talk in one episode? No, BEATRIX has another episode, with REIJI involved. Just like a 2-second thing, I think.
On the bright side, at least they have the shittiest parents in this show.
Oh my god! But, in terms of their performances, based on the little tiny bit we have, I think it was fine.
Yeah.
I liked it. I mean, for me, with Brittany Karbowski, I don't hear her much in female roles. I still have Black Star on the brain, like, all these years later. So, actually hearing her use her natural voice, I'm like, okay, I like you. Use her lady voice.
Use her lady voice in Diabolik Lovers. Imagine that.
I thought it was good.
I felt so bad for her. I felt so bad for her, like, character. Because all you really see is...
Krista's just, If you don't know much about Diabolik Lovers, like, I even read up on a little bit of the story.
There's a lot of fucked up shit.
Poor Krista and poor Subaru. Holy shit, man.
You guys are gonna make me want to Google this shit, like, right now.
Do we just want to say what it is? Because it's never brought up.
Yeah, just tell me.
It's never brought
up.
She
was raped.
What?
Yeah,
she was raped by the
dad.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's why she's stuck up in that tower?
Yes.
Essentially.
That's so bogus.
Yeah, because she didn't want to marry him.
Poor Subaru was a mistake.
Rape baby.
Yeah. I was a rape baby.
Poor Subaru.
Yeah.
Was a mistake.
He was an accident. My bad.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I like Subaru, though.
And here's the worst thing about this series. Here's the person who was there. She's not the only rape victim.
Oh
no,
my
she's
God.
not.
I don't even think that we should bring up this word in here just because so many people are like so hardcore about thinking this anime is like a piece of misogynist shit because of all the stuff that happens, and I just think it's funny. And I feel that like people are just like gonna take shit out of context.
Here's the thing. Like, the whole backstory with CHRISTA, though, never talked about in the show.
Yeah, I never would have known until you just told me.
Yeah, unless you
I never would have guessed too.
The game, maybe it's gonna be brought up in the second season. I don't know. I highly doubt it. It
obviously comes out. It probably obviously comes out in the game, but I don't even know where the second season that's coming is gonna go. I don't know what direction that shit's gonna go in. But
I think they brought in a new guy.
They brought in some new characters.
6 new dudes.
Oh, yes, my reverse harem grows ever larger.
I mean, just for, probably not even a minute each that they each have voice acting time, I think Lucy and Brittany did fine, personally.
Yeah, Lucy did really great. She was almost unrecognizable, because usually I can tell Lucy Christian, out of a drop of a hat, and I had to, look between the characters to see which one she actually played, so.
Yeah, it took me a second, too. I was hearing it, and then I suddenly heard, a twinge of, a tone of voice that she would normally use for when she portrays Nami. I was like, okay, there's Lucy.
Yep.
And there's the Lucy I know.
In that set of scenes, looks like the second character she's playing, because she's also the baby version of LAITO.
That's true, she is the baby version of LAITO.
Oh my god.
And then I thought that Brittany was also another one of the baby versions.
No,
she
she's
was
only
somebody.
CHRISTA. It says she's only CHRISTA, but she probably might have been the younger version of KANATO.
Might have been. I don't remember.
Yeah, because it doesn't have all the babies. Oh no, never mind. That's Tiffany Grant. Whoopsies.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, maybe Lucy is the only one who plays a baby version of the boys. I think Lucy is the only one. Because I know the person who plays Cordelia does not. Because Cordelia just plays Cordelia, and Cordelia is a fucking bitch.
Oh my god, wait till we get there.
Oh god. Actually, do we want to get there?
Just let's go.
I mean, we could get there.
Okay, so, next two, may as well move on. Cordelia and Richter. Cordelia is the mother of, Kanato, Ayato, and Laito. And Richter is dear old uncle.
Uncle Dichter!
Uncle Dichter, as Megan so aptly named him. So Richter, might as well start there. David Matranga plays Richter. And, I love this one. Monica Rial voices Cordelia.
They let Monica use her adult voice.
For those of you
and
who
they also let her be a bitch.
For those of you who don't watch my channel, I hate Monica Rial.
What?
Hater. All the high-pitched little baby girl voices she does, I want to punch her in the throat. However, in this anime, she was really good because she didn't do that stupid, whiny, high-pitched voice. So she's going back to 1999 in her Princess 9 roots where she didn't use it at all. But I really dislike Monica Rial. Extremely.
Quick question. Have you ever seen either Razafon or Michiko and Hachen?
Neither.
Then you need to, because she also uses her big girl voice there.
Thank God.
Yep. Those are two, I love it when she uses her big girl voice. I really do. And, I mean, she's one of the few people who can really pull off the cutesy, annoying little front girl. So I can't blame her. And she's normally typecast in those things, so it's not necessarily her fault.
Yeah, she gets typecasted, super bad.
Oh, man. I mean, I just saw her in Tokyo Ghoul, and at first it was great, because I don't want to spoil Tokyo Ghoul for you people who haven't seen it, but she does use the big girl voice, but then she also uses the baby voice, and I was like, no, shut up! And then she went big girl, so...
She only uses the baby voice once, and I can understand why they did it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because I haven't watched the dub yet for the first season, but considering who Monica does play, RIIJI, yes, I can understand, using the big, the little girl voice, and then big girl voice. I can understand that. I need to rewatch season 1.
Though granted, my favorite Monica Rial character is her character in Ghost Stories, mostly because it's just horrible
Oh my god, that was so funny!
It's all it is horrible Bible thumping jokes for 26 episodes. You will never convince me that show doesn't have one of the best dubs I've ever heard.
Best dub ever.
Anywho, a few other roles that Monika's done. She's done Assassination Classroom, she's done Bakano, she's Sonic the Monkey in Blood Blockade Battlefront, in case you didn't know.
The monkey they let drink.
I know. It's great.
Gotta go fast!
She's done Defrag, she's in Danganronpa, Deadman Wonderland. She's a lot.
In fucking everything.
Funimation ever.
She's like in everything. Because I think, what was it? Hardy said that she probably holds the record for the most anime voiceover roles, if I remember correctly.
Oh, I'm sure she does.
Yeah, I'm sure she does, like, long-ass resume. And, David Matronga, I think this is the first time we've actually kind of talked about him, and it wasn't a prediction or something. So, David Matronga, we have Attack on Titan. He was in Canon. He's Daon de Beaumont from Le Chevalier Daon, which is one of the ones I most remember him for. Codebreaker, he has done... Looking through the list. Carnival, he's done High School of the Dead. He's done a decent amount of things at this point. Like, he has a decent amount of credits to his name. Watamote. Oh, he's the brother of Tomoki. Yeah. He's the brother, I think.
Yep.
He's that guy. He's
that guy.
Oh, he was in Penguin Drum. I'm trying to look for something I may have seen him in.
Oh, he's the wolf man for Wolf Children.
I've never seen Wolf Children.
Stop making me cry.
Damn it. But, anyway, Evil Monica. I love Evil Monica. I don't recall her being evil that much.
Can we just say this? Yui's performance just got so much better once Cordelia possessed her.
I was so worried about how that was gonna go. Because, we're probably gonna talk about this once we get to Yui a bit more, but I didn't know how Sentai was planning on handling when Cordelia takes over Yui. And then when I heard it was Monica's voice coming out of Yui, and I'm like, makes me happy. This is so much better.
Holy shit, though.
Cause reasons.
This bitch.
This bitch. But yeah, I've never seen Monica be evil before. I don't recall her ever being evil.
I have.
Evil.
She's good at being bad, so I will give her that.
Like, I was happy with it. And
like,
then...
Holy shit, she was giving Ragyo a run for her money.
And then David Matronga as Richter. It was definitely a different take on the character compared to the Japanese. Because if I remember correctly, and Gigi, you might have to correct me on this, I think the Seiyu his voice was in a lower register.
Yeah, it was definitely super low.
Yeah, so Matronga's take on it was definitely different. And I will say I kind of liked it a little bit. It reminded me of, his character in Codebreaker a little bit, except Richter's more of an asshole compared to his character in Codebreaker, because his character in Codebreaker is, I guess, slightly anti-hero in a sense, but Richter's a fucking asshole.
In Diabolik Lovers, everyone is more of an asshole.
This is fair.
Diabolik Lovers Season 2 with more asshole.
Diabolik Lovers more asshole and blood.
Oh my god.
This sounds like something bad already.
Oh no.
Was introduced was like, I'm sorry, my nephews are assholes. Fuck you, you ain't special. Like,
I'm sorry, my nephews.
Why'd you just call your nephews dick if you're gonna be even more of a dick? You know what? Fuck it. There is no logic in this show.
I'm about to say, I would argue that Richter is potentially the worst out of them all of the guys in the show.
There's not much of a competition.
Right.
Still, considering Richter is technically supposed to be the evil villain of the show. Not really Cordelia. Richter's apparently the fucking big bad of the first season. I'm like,
what are we kidding? Cordelia's the fucking big bad. I don't care what anyone says. It's fucking Cordelia.
You're supposed to think it's Cordelia
multiple times.
Well, you're supposed to think it's Cordelia. But don't you remember in the end, Richter was the one who was trying to orchestrate the entire damn thing.
Because she was manipulating him.
No, because he wanted to be head of the family.
Oh, yeah.
He was trying to manipulate Cordelia, so the argument can be made that Richter's supposed to be the big, big bad of the show.
And yet they all get set on fire by either a guy in a fedora or a guy with a teddy bear. Fire.
Oh god, I just
baby,
lost
burn.
my cord.
It's like burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno, bitches.
And now,
Disco
one from the
Inferno.
vault. I bring you Disco Inferno.
Oh my god.
My question is this: why didn't the house just start burning down?
Because it is a vampire house and therefore it's protected by magic. Listen, I'm gonna come up with my own diabolic logic. Oh, that was good.
Write that one down.
It's funny this is also the show where a girl freaks out that a vampire almost drowns in a pool.
It's also the same show where apparently you can't use crosses or holy water because it actually does absolutely nothing against them. I'm like, logic!
There is
show
no
has
vampire
none.
logic. There is no, like, history to try and tell you how these vampires, you know, work, how they operate, other than they need blood. Oh, and there's a bunch of sacrificial brides, so they need a lot of blood.
Hence why season 2 is called More Blood.
Yes! I can't wait.
I like that they because for those who don't know, the episodes for the show are 15-minute runtimes, like including the opening and ending themes. I understand probably why they did it, because the show, first of all, it's not the best thing in the world.
Shakespeare is not.
No, but at the same time, it's like, if they had, like, actual full-length episodes, they could have potentially used some of that time to squeeze in some of those background moments.
I mean, like, am I the only one who was, like, so turned off with the back half of the story because it tried to have a plot? And I was like, can we just go back to, like, the reverse harem aspect of one at a time trying to get in Yui's pants, I mean, in her neck?
Except for that one time where she had a brother double team in the back alley.
That was the best.
One for the leg and one for up top.
We always need at least more than one Diabolik lover. That's why the show is titled Diabolik Lovers.
My thing was this: if she was actually in bed with Laito and Ayato and Laito's hat was off, do you think she'd get them mixed up?
No, because Laito would call her little bitch.
There we go.
Yeah, about to say, Laito would say little bitch. And then, like, I mean, I know the two of them plus Kanato are triplets. They don't exactly 100% look the same anyway.
Well, I couldn't tell them apart when they were little babies, but maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves.
I was saying, it's like you have Ayato and Laito, like, you can't tell them apart because they're kids, and then you have Kanato, the purple-haired kid, off in the corner, like, oh.
Which one takes after mom?
Well, you know, his elevator don't go all the way to the top, let's be real.
Oh, shit.
I'm so happy we're having a girls' night tonight. This is great.
I feel like I need wine. Can I get
like,
red wine?
alcohol.
And can I just pretend? Like, in my head, I'm Laito right now. I'll just start calling everybody bitches. It'll be a great time.
Oh, Lord. This is we're on a roll.
Choo-choo!
We're all on the same page, and it's great. Maybe we should... This is devolving into, like, some sort of shit show. I don't know if it's gonna be better or worse than maybe Seraph or Sky Wizards, but...
Diabolik Lovers.
I don't know. Maybe... I think we have a general consensus on Cordelia and Richter on how they did.
Good job. Clap, clap.
Clap, clap. So why don't we start talking about the brothers? Let's start with the two eldest brothers, Shu and REIJI. Shu is the eldest, I believe, and Shu's character trait is that he's basically a lazy fuck.
Shu's only purpose in the show is literally to spout plot exposition.
Shu likes to electrocute himself, but not really electrocute himself.
Yeah, I know.
Why are you wearing
in a
clothes
bathtub?
in the bathtub? Nobody tells Shu how to bathe.
You can't tell Shu how to be Shu. That's stupendous.
And REIJI, he's the younger brother of Shu, but he's still older. He's still the second oldest of the entire set of brothers, and he's the glasses character, obligatory glasses character. And REIJI's big thing is
REIJI is roofies, man.
REIJI likes roofies.
REIJI, or as Megan likes to call him, the fun police.
What? Oh, the no fun police! Because every time LAITO or Ayato or, like, Kanato would, like, try to do something, he'd be like, no, you stop doing that, I'm the fun police, fuck you guys.
If he's the fun police, then he should have handcuffs, and why were they not incorporated?
Well, he was,
oh my
he
God.
was always threatening to whip her.
Oh, true facts.
That's true. Forgot about that.
True facts.
It almost got that far, though. I mean, he drugged Yui, so...
Roofies, man.
He's all about the roofies.
Anyway, the wonderful men who are voicing these characters.
I hope you also really got a big paycheck.
Oh god, I hope all of the guys got a good-sized paycheck for this. Shu is voiced by, I feel like I will screw up the last name, Tai Mahani. And, shut up!
I'm sorry, Mahani!
I'm just trying to pronounce it. I apologize if I screw up names. I'm not the best when it comes to names sometimes. And, REIJI, oh good lord, David Wald voices REIJI. Just so you know, in terms of roles, Tai actually does not have a lot under his belt. He's fairly new, though it's kind of rather vast. I mean, here I will just go through his credits right here. Brynhilder in the Darkness, Cromartie High School, Devil Survivor 2, Diabolik Lovers, Elfen Lied, Fullmetal Panic Second Raid, Fullmetal Panic Fumofu, Gatchaman Crowds, Hakiden, 8 Dogs of the East, both seasons of them, Hamatora, Log Horizon, Mad Lax, Love Alternative, Prupa, what the? And Fiber Press of God, and Samurai Gun. Those are literally all his credits.
Fibrain! I'm the only one who watched it. It was amazing.
I own the first season on DVD.
Oh my god, the dub's terrible. I mean, oh, whoops.
Speaking of Fibrain, let's talk about David Wald.
Who's in Fibrain.
Who is in Fibrain. But at least for me, like, some of the larger roles that I remember him for, well, there's Fibrain, but one of the larger ones for me, Shiki, as, fuck's his name? Dr. Ozaki.
Oh.
Toshio Ozaki. He's also done, because he has quite a few things. He's in Attack on Titan, he's done Book of Bantora, he's done, Elfen Lied, the OVA, mind you. He's Gajiel in Fairy Tail, for those who may not remember. He is, in Ghost in the Shell Rise, he is, oh lordy, Hamatora as Murasaki, for those who may not know. He's done a decent amount. Like, he doesn't have a huge-ass resume like maybe Monica does, but he's done a decent amount. Oh, if people are following Akame ga Kill, he's Bulat. He's that gay motherfucker. Bulat is fucking gay, and it... Like, I only saw a couple episodes of the Japanese, and then I think I watched parts of the dub. Freaking David Wald. I've never heard him play, like, a gay character before. I'm like, I'm in. I'm fine. I'm like, okay, let's go. It was rather interesting and different, but anyways.
David Wald, the fun police.
He wants to discipline you thoroughly. Oh my god.
Lord. I will admit, if I had, like, this is gonna get really weird and embarrassing.
Are we gonna
so
have
quickly.
a list of fuckability via voice?
Yes, we are.
Yes, this is gonna be embarrassing really quickly. For me, David Wald's REIJI was probably third. For me.
I mean, he was good. I would rank up Shu above him.
Yeah, like, Shu
because
is probably my number 2, or my number 1.
I think Shu is like my number 2.
I would say
Damn,
Shu. Maybe I think my main problem was that because Tai and then 2 other people that we'll get to in a minute. I don't really know their repertoire very well because I don't watch Sentai dubs that much, so I think that it kind of played into my mind a little bit. I thought Tai's performance of Shu was okay. it was kind of whispery, and I'm like, I wasn't feeling it, honestly. But I'm gonna chalk part of that up to me not knowing his repertoire all that much.
He hates his life, but he's low and rumbly, and he likes to electrocute himself. And then I wrote, like butter. But he could do the sex lines better. So he needs to work on his sex lines, but other than that, he's just like butter.
He's like out of bed? Yeah, in the bed? Yeah, I could do his little work. And then, Fun Police over here.
Oh, Fun Police.
Fun Police.
Like, whenever he would threaten to whip her was probably my favorite shit.
When I loved it. Oh, God. When he was like, discipline you thoroughly, I was like, yes, fine.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Anything you want.
Boys, you'll never be able to top this, ever? I don't care what ecchi show you do, that's like a girl harem. You cannot come close to the fact that we're listing characters' fuckability via voice.
Can we talk about REIJI's sex noises in the Roofie episode? Because when he was having that nightmare and he was making all those sex noises, I was like, that's not a nightmare, sweetie.
That is a wet dream you're having there, sir.
Yes, sir.
To quote one of my favorite lines in 50% Off, we like to keep this part of the gym dry.
I have to say this is why this is a girls' night right now. Because we're going to this shit.
Could you imagine, like, Noah or Hardy sitting through this?
Oh my god.
We could probably get away with it with Zenith.
Maybe. But Noah would probably... No, Hardy would sit there with just a bowl of popcorn enjoying the shit show we're doing here.
Okay, correction. He wanted to listen to us do this.
He did.
Really?
He wanted to. Yes. He just wanted to listen in and see what would happen.
Diabolik Lovers dub talk unedited.
Oh God.
The 18+ version.
18. This is already
21 plus.
This is already like we already have to make this like 18 and up kind of shit. We're talking like sexy talk like.
I'm sorry. This is what happens when you have me on your show, guys. I can't.
Can we have this again? I like this.
I like this too. God, Gigi has to come back.
So, yes, I'm down.
So are we also ranking the boys on like what fetishes they have? Because she was into electric shit.
Yes, he's into electrocution.
REIJI's into whips and chains and drugging.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord.
See, I think did a good job.
I think REIJI is the meanest one.
REIJI out of
Voice
the
wise.
6 brothers, yeah. I mean, because David Wold, in general, he's really, really gruff. I mean, Fibrain is the only one that's really, really different that I at least have heard of. Holy shit, that's different. But, yeah, REIJI, it's like, I'm reminded of Dr. Ozaki a little bit from Shiki, and I loved him as Dr. Ozaki in Shiki, so I'm like, okay, that's fine, I like this. And then, again, Tai Shu, I'm mostly chalking this up to the fact that I have not heard him before, so I have nothing to compare it to. I don't know his range very well, so I'm kind of like, it's not bad, in my opinion, but that's all I'm thinking of Shu. And then David Wald, I wrote on my notes for this, I have to say exactly this. I think I wrote this around the Wonderful Roofie episode. My exact words, David, all my yes.
All my yes.
Oh, but it gets some of my notes. I'm like, oh god.
At least you didn't write yes sir with a big exclamation point, because that's what I did.
It was like, oh my god.
Oh, it's gonna get even better.
Oh, just wait.
Just wait till we. I know where the good part's coming for Steph.
You know where the good part is. You don't know the other one though, because I haven't told you about the other one. I don't think.
Oh my god, it gets better.
Diabolik Lovers, it gets better.
Oh my god.
Next set of fuckable dudes.
Da-dum.
Moving on. Kanato and LAITO. Oh, excuse me. KANATO. First, KANATO and LAITO. First of all, that pronunciation of KANATO's name. I'm gonna keep saying KANATO, because KANATO, I'm like, what the hell is with that emphasis? I'm like, I don't recall if that's how they pronounce his name in the Japanese.
No, it's definitely not, because it sounded funny.
Yeah, because this is not another situation where it's like Free Eternal Summer and the Rin versus Rin argument. It's not to that level, because at least for free, they did pronounce his name in the Japanese as Rin instead of Rin.
We were just
Here,
had
no.
not watched the show in forever.
Yeah, but still. Anyway, Kanato is named Corey Hartzog.
Not Corey Herzog, who is a soccer player who I accidentally wikied before I wikied Corey Hartzog.
And Laito is voiced by Blake Shepard. So these two, this is going back to the argument with Taya Shu. I don't know their range or their roles all that well, so I had a little bit of a hard time. But at least I liked them by the end.
Yeah.
Like with Corey, he's fairly new, like not as new as Ty, but Corey has more credits on his resume. He's Tatsumi in Akame ga Kill, in case you're watching that on Toonami right now. He's also been in Children Whose Chase Lost Voices, Gatchaman Crowds,
Ghost Hound,
Ghost Hound,
Maid
Sama, Majestic Prince, Love. He's voicing the lead in Love. I did not know that. Suritama. Yeah, he's voiced quite a few things, but for people who may, at least in frame of reference for recent stuff, he's the lead for Akame ga Kill. And Blake Shepard.
Oh, the angels sing.
He has a decent amount of credits.
Blake Shepard.
This episode just keeps getting better and better and better as we go.
Just wait until we talk about his character.
Oh Lord.
That's right, he's Fedora fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, Laito is Fedora fucker. So Blake Shepard. He's in Amnesia, he's done Angel Beats, he's done Diamond Daydreams, Dreamin' or Mary, Full Metal Panic
Drum.
Second Raid, Hakiden, Gilgamesh, he's Birthday and Hamatora. I gotta hear that one because I love that character. He's in Kids on the Slope. He has done Little Busters, Majestic Prince. Lordy. He is in Fibrain.
Who's not in Fibrain?
This is Sentai we're talking about here. And he's done Penguin Drum, Pumpkin Scissors, Sacred Blacksmith, Shattered Angels, Tactics. This boy can fight aliens. Oh Lord.
This guy made me cry in Angel Beats. What the fuck are you doing in this show? He's on Tanashi and Angel Beats. What the shit, Blake Shepard?
So just to describe these two characters really quick, Kanato, he's one of triplets with Laito and Ayato, whom we'll get to him in a little bit. Kanato, his main thing is, I guess he's supposed to be like the typical...
He's the runt of the litter.
Well, Subaru's technically younger, but
he likes to make out on his mom's grave.
Oh Lord,
such a freak! But you want to get your freak on, you gotta go to KANATO.
I think to an extent he at least in terms of some of his characteristics, he reminds me a little bit of who is it? Stocking from Panty and Stocking. The fact that he's like this gothic kind of character, but also like sweets and all of this cute, like this shit, like like kind of like that.
He's his Shota boy.
Yeah, he's very stereotypical, except instead of it being a girl, totally a dude, but not a very believable dude.
No, Kanato was probably the weirdest character out of the six brothers.
I thought he was like, he's my last in line. A, for fuckability, but B, also I thought he was the worst voice out of all of them. I
don't know. I mean,
are we excluding Yui from this?
Yes, we're excluding Yui.
Yeah, we're talking about he would by far be the weakest of the voices.
Yeah, I would probably go with that. But like for me, again, I don't know Corey's range. I don't know much about him. Like, in the beginning, because a good amount of these performances in the beginning, I was like, I don't know how I feel, but Corey's kind of grew on me towards the end.
He definitely got better as the episodes went on, but... Yeah.
I think it's a combination of two things. One, that I don't think he's done a lot. Two, no one can forgive having to act that shitty ass writing.
Oh god.
You can lead a horse to water.
And I have to bring this up for like 2 seconds. Dude can sing. He can sing. He has like I forgot the about to say, I've heard worse, and like, because Kanato has a small little song that he sings at the beginning of one of the episodes, and I'm like, admittedly, I was a little bit surprised that he managed to pull it off.
Like, when he was doing that, I was trying to figure out if he was getting the melody wrong on purpose, like they couldn't afford to pay royalties for it, or if that was just how he was literally singing the melody, because that's not how that song goes.
Or the director could have probably changed it again. The writing, for all we know, maybe the writing fucked it up.
Like, this is also Sentai. I mean, from what I've heard with Girls and Panzer, they changed, like, this Russian song or something like that into something completely different for the English. So this could be a whole Sentai thing, but like I don't know.
Makes me absolutely terrified for Dramatical Murder because there's a character that sings in that.
Oh lord, but like the song, at least to me, because it's been a year or two since I watched the Japanese, it sounds the same from what I can remember. So it might have been on the Japanese end. I don't know.
I don't remember, to be honest
I don't
with you.
remember. And then, oh lord, LAITO. Let's talk about LAITO.
The angels sing, the sky is parting.
Let's talk about LAITO.
Gigi is excited.
Everything I talk about LAITO is going to be in my phone sex operator voice.
So LAITO, he's another... He's another one of the triplets, obviously, like we said before. He's also referred to as Fedora Guy, because he wears a fedora.
Mm-hmm.
I think the best way that I could describe him is a motherfucking sexual deviant.
Oh, he's a douchebag, and I want to bang him.
You want to leave your hat on that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, his hat would be mine in about 14 seconds.
Oh, Lord. But anyway, yeah, I would say he's probably the most sexual out of the six brothers.
There's
mostly because backstory hoe, but for just for Gigi, because I don't know if you could tell from the show or not. So it's Mama Cordelia's fault that LAITO is basically sexual as fuck.
Why?
Incestual relationship.
No way!
Yes way.
She ruined him?
Yeah.
Or
it's
maybe
Mama
Cordelia's
fault.
Depending on your point of view here.
For Gigi, it's better.
I will admit, though, I think the show did a really good job implying that there was something there with him and her.
It kind of implied it. It wasn't, like, straight out, like...
I'll admit they did a really good job with that. Like, because when she's running away from Ayato, she's like, she goes to him to help her, not Uncle Dictor.
It all makes sense now.
Yep.
Uncle
now
Dictor
that you say it.
Uncle Dictor even ain't is below her own son on the fuckability pole.
Yep, it's
that
great.
says a lot.
Well, now I feel kind of like a deviant. Whatever, I don't care.
Like,
sexual healing, Gigi. Sexual healing.
Oh, please.
For me, Blake Shepard kind of became more convincing with LAITO by, like, the 4th episode. That fucking church scene.
Oh, that was the best.
I noped the fuck out of that.
No!
Well,
it was so good, though.
Like, for me, I'm not a huge fan of LAITO. Like, he's probably somewhere in the middle of the six brothers, if I had to have a say.
See, I liked it when he started setting people on fire and pushing them off of things.
See, he became more competent by the end.
As soon as
some of these brothers become more competent.
No, wait, we're not in Japanese. As soon as he said little bitch, I was like, number one.
Take me now.
Take me now.
It's like,
that's
I'm
all
out.
you need.
I think the one time I actually noped during the show, like this straight out nope level hit the highest, is when him and Ayato got her in the sewer and he's on her thigh and he's like ready to go up and go for the win. When he was gonna have a taco dinner, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This episode. Oh lord.
You thought the Seraphim episode was bad. I'm going the whole 9 yards. And Ayato, and so did LAITO, almost.
Almost. Like, it's probably implied that he did have his way with Yui in the church. It's implied pretty heavily that he might have. But performance-wise, for Corey and Blake, this is another case... it's another case, for me at least, that I was very, very hesitant in the beginning, but as the show went on, I was convinced a bit more. I feel like that's what it is for me, anyway.
Blake Shepard has a good phone sex voice. Like, I'd pay $4.99 a minute. As long as he called me a little bitch. I'd be like, uh-huh. Yes, sir.
Just go up to his booth at a con.
Oh my god, that would be so embarrassing.
Do it!
Yeah, no.
Do it!
I've never been to a con in my life, but this could, like, make me go.
Oh my god!
I know.
I don't know who you are. Why have you not gone to a con before?
All my friends hate anime. Like, my real life friends, they all hate it.
Well, that's okay. Like, I've gone with friends before, but, like, the majority of my weekend of the con is spent by myself doing what I want to do. So it's not like... It's not like you have to have friends, but...
end up with alcohol and us watching shitty abridged series and me making horrible Nina Tucker jokes that make people laugh.
Let me tell you, okay, I would go to a con, but I'm gonna dress up like Yui, and I'm gonna get me a whole harem by the end of the con.
Yes!
I'll just rank them up.
Not even from the same vampire show, just start getting other vampires.
Just anyone.
Just anyone, just...
Be part of my
I
harem.
want my harem, let's go.
What's
Be part of my harem, there's no questions, just come.
Just go.
Okay. So before we move on, like, performance-wise for Corey and Blake, like,
they did great.
Oh god,
yeah.
So good. Like, Blake is such a good douchebag, and he's so condescending that I want to punch him. I want to punch him in the face and make out with him at the same time. Like, how is that possible? But it is.
It happened for you, apparently.
I mean, for me, it got a lot. Like, again, it was kind of like how Steph said, like, the first few episodes I was kind of iffy, and then it just started picking up. And then, of course, Blake does have the best line in this show.
Sharing is caring, guys.
Caring. God, Ayato, sharing is caring.
And then up on the roof, let's talk about how wonderful he was up on the fucking roof. Yes.
Oh my god. On the school, right?
Yes.
Where he's talking about how he loves her and all this shit.
And now that I realize that it's about his fucking mom, I'm totally turned off.
You're like, fuck.
Like, nah, God, now I gotta think of something else.
Just think of him calling you a bitch.
Oh,
but anyway, yeah. By the end, these two did well. I will say that. By the end of the show.
Clap, clap.
Clap, clap. So next, we have, angry little Subaru, who is the youngest of the 6 brothers. And we're leaving him, Ayato, and Yui separate. Mostly because, at least in my opinion, I feel like Subaru and Ayato have, like, the most to do. But at the same time, it's like, Subaru doesn't have any siblings with his mother. He's technically the only son by his mother. So it's like, if not, like, it'd be a weird placement for him. But anyway, Subaru. The best way to describe him is angry white-haired kid, essentially. But, and is also probably one of the more sensible characters of the damn show. Let's be honest, he is.
He's the only sensible one.
Yeah. So, he for me, if we're talking about fuckability level and shenanigans, I would put Subaru as my number 1. Partially because he's a competent character, and partially because he's voiced by Josh Greeley.
Uh-oh, does somebody have a crush?
I will neither confirm nor deny it. I will neither confirm nor deny if I have a crush on Josh Greeley. Anyway.
Truth or dare? Who would you make out with?
Oh, Lord. Not answering.
Yeah. No, we'll save that for my channel.
Oh, Lord. Josh Greeley, for those who may not know, he has at least probably him and the person who plays Ayato probably has the most credit, some of the most credits, at least in the main cast. But Josh Greeley, you've probably heard him in Attack on Titan as Armin, to which Megan likes to lovingly refer Subaru as Angry Armin.
Angry Armin.
Oh, I forgot he was Armin.
He's also in Blood Blockade Battlefront. He is in Defrag, Danganronpa.
Wherever the fuck that voice came from in BBB.
Oh, fucking... Oh, Fempt, you glorious bastard. Free Eternal Summer, Freezing, Future Diary, Legend of Arslan. Oh, Lord. There's a lot. Kami-sama Kiss. Toriko.
Princess Jellyfish.
Princess Jellyfish.
Yeah,
Loop on a
Princess
third one called Fujikamine. Yes, Princess Jellyfish. Ping Pong Ride Back. There's a lot for him. Soul Eater not, actually.
Do you want to tell the story, or do I have to tell it?
Tell the story. Story time on Dub Talk.
So, for me, it's my story. So when I was watching the show, in the beginning, I wasn't sure what to think of, Angry Josh, because I don't exactly hear Angry Josh all that much. So I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. And then we get to episode 8, where Subaru finally, like, drinks Yui's blood. And,
Where he finally decides not to be a little bitch.
Little bitch.
And, I was listening to it, and, I'll just read what I wrote down for notes. This is slightly embarrassing, but that's okay. We're like, fuck everything at this point. This is what I wrote down, literally. Dude, sexy Josh is go, holy shit, take me now. I will admit that's what I wrote. And then on Twitter, like, the DM message I did to both Megan and Gigi, because I was doing at least a little bit of my reactions throughout the show, and I was like, take me now, Subaru Josh. I was like, dude, I have never heard Josh go, like, slightly sexy at all, as far as I can recall, because most of the times he's either a broken human being or an adorable little dork. So I'm like,
then where the fuck does Fempt fall into this?
Fempt is... He's just a maniacal bastard. But, I was like, I've never heard Josh do sexy voice before, and then I heard it, and I was like, I'm out. Can I have Subaru now? Can I have Subaru Josh now? I was like, mine.
I think you volunteer as tribute.
I volunteer. I volunteer as tribute. I volunteer as fucking tribute.
I might as well
now.
just take shoe in this whole relationship, because everyone else has their claims. And I'm not fighting off the horde of fangirls that want Ayato.
No thanks.
Yeah.
He's too nice.
With Subaru.
Like, I was like, holy shit balls, Josh, what the fuck you doing?
like, I'll admit, I'll take Subaru, but so long as it's Josh Greeley voicing him. I will admit that.
Alright, you volunteer
That's
as
so fucking
tribute.
embarrassing to say, but no
Did
shame
I just,
at this
like...
point.
I just, like, phone sexed over Blake Shepard, so, I mean, there is no shame here.
There is no shame at this
Talk.
point. There is no shame.
I think for me,
But yeah, I
Shu
like
was,
Josh.
in general, like, probably my favorite character in the sense that he was actually fucking competent.
Subaru, yes.
Subaru
is like,
you shouldn't do this. Why aren't you running away? What the fuck are you still doing here? Why didn't you run? You were dumb. Take this
like,
knife
here,
in case someone tries to kill it. Take this plot point and try to save yourself.
Because apparently, slight spoiler, Subaru has this knife that was given to him by his mother.
I wonder why.
This knife apparently is capable of killing vampires.
So
here's this plot point, Yui. Use it. Like, no, seriously, use it.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Yui, who has about the personality of a wet paper towel. Here's your way out. If you don't want your neck sucked on anymore, here's a knife. Yeah, nothing.
Let me never use it except for in the last episode.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
Didn't she fucking use it on herself? Wasn't that the thing? I forget. Yeah, that's what I
Spoiler.
thought.
Yeah, she used it on
Spoilers.
herself in the end. We already warned them several times it's gonna be spoilers in this. But yeah, for me, it's like, at least for me in terms of Josh's Subaru, it's a different role. It worked
awesome.
it worked some moments, especially in the latter half for me, like once I got sexy Josh, but
once Subaru actually started doing shit, it worked.
Yeah, like
He
for
really
the first
doesn't do shit
7
for the
episodes, he doesn't do shit.
yeah, he doesn't do a lot. Like, it's just like, you see him be angry little dingbat in the first episode, and then I think there's like 1 or 2 times where he's like, you should leave, this is your opportunity to leave, but then like after that point it's like he really starts getting involved a lot more. So I don't know what you guys think about Josh. I mean, I clearly have my thoughts about
I'd say
it.
he's number 2 on my fuckability list under Ty.
I will give him to you, ladies, because I didn't get it. I thought he was like kind of a pissed off dick, but then he was like an angsty teenager. But the part where I swear to God I heard a southern accent, I was like, nope, we're done.
That's right, you mentioned that.
There's an episode towards the very beginning, and he says one line, and it is in a southern accent. Now, I don't know if he did it on purpose or not, but by golly, it's Subaru. Oops, that was like ghetto southern.
Subaru is also a car now.
I'm Subaru, y'all. Hop on for a ride. I'll take you there.
I guess, at least for me, I guess it kind of doesn't help that I do really, really like Josh Grayling. So I'm kind of like, I'm all for this, because I've heard variety of, like, different things from Josh, and have not heard this before, and I'm like, I'm in, let's go, mine, can I has?
Yes.
Can I has now?
We give him to you freely.
Thank you! Yay!
You're welcome. Because the thing I most really remember, Josh, what is it, Greeley, right?
Yep.
Is for the fucking voice actor commentaries in Toriko where he's talking about food with Ian Sinclair. That's the only thing I remember him from.
Oh my god. I would love to hang out with Ian Sinclair, just saying. That would be the best time ever.
Okay,
talk about Ian Sinclair.
I do still have my favorite Josh Grayling story. It was one of the cons I went to. He was up on stage already, and Bryce Papenbrook was up to go up. And the second he came up on stage, Josh in the most like girly voice just goes, "My ovaries!" And that is the day I fell in love.
Josh is, if you ever see him at a convention, Gigi, he is the most adorable little nerd.
He is the biggest man-child.
That's probably why I like him so much, because he's so adorable and such a dork.
Aww. You guys are making me want to go to one now, instead of being an adult and shit.
I still have to be a fucking adult and shit, but I'm going into cons anyway.
I'm going to Europe. Oh, I have to be an adult now to save money for Europe. This sucks. Anyway.
I mean, I've asked my mom if I can go back to being a kid again. She told me no. You would think with your parents, they tell you that you can be whatever you want to be, but the second you say you want to be a kid again.
Yeah, except for a child. That's okay. If you were a child, you couldn't legally purchase Diabolik Lovers.
I'm about to say, because with the whole kid thing, I mean, Clifford Chapman agrees with me on that. Like, you would think your parents would be okay with letting you be whatever you want to be. But...
Hey, Mom, I want to be a girl in a harem surrounded by a bunch of vampires. You can't tell me how to live my life. You're not my real mom.
Oh my god.
Shit! Oh my god, life goals.
Life goals.
Life
from
goals.
Diabolik Lovers.
It is. It's my life goal, y'all.
Let's go. Anyway, general consensus on Josh's Subaru. I'm not even gonna put my input in here because I've already said enough. I need to stop.
Take me now!
Shut up! It's embarrassing.
Oh, come on.
But
Okay,
fuck everything.
Okay, come on. During Free this week, you already know the story I have to tell the boys.
Oh my god.
You already know the Why Isn't He Real story.
Oh no.
Oh wait, this episode isn't coming out until after that, so I can tell Gigi the Why Isn't He Real story.
Yes.
Gigi, have you seen all the Free the Eternal Summer?
I've seen 0 episodes of Free ever.
Okay.
Oh my god.
The character
First of all, you need to watch that show because it's fucking glorious. It's like the power of friendship and
the guy
swimming.
who plays
It's
Ray
glorious.
is Bitch-chan.
What?
In the
guy
Japanese.
Who plays Ray is LAITO in the Japanese.
Oh, hell yeah. Hold on.
So what happens is, in the last episode of the second season, one of the characters talks about his dream, and it's like kind of the same one I had. Mm-hmm. And after a long, delirious day at work, I'd been caught in the rain, like all this crap had happened. I was sitting on the floor of my friend Kenny's bedroom with like a bunch of other people in there. And without thinking I was alone, I just cry out, "Why isn't he real?" And all of them just turn and look at me and are like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm good.
I'm good, thanks.
Life goals. Some life goals right there. Why is it
who are we kidding? I would take Makoto right now. And that guy's gonna be in more blood.
Oh god, that's right.
And I know I know who his character really is too, and I'm not saying it.
No spoilers.
I might have
more blood.
I don't want to look it up before I watch season 2. Oh lord. Anyway,
13 weeks.
Back to Josh's Subaru consensus with Josh's Subaru. I'm not saying anything. We already heard enough from me on this subject.
I wasn't really feeling it, but that's just because I wasn't really feeling it.
I felt it got better. It got better over time, so
done. Choo choo.
Okay.
No, what are you saying that Diabolik Lovers More Blood is like 2 weeks away? It's in like 14 hours.
I mean, there's 13 weeks of it for me to sit there and be like, oh, what sexy lines can you say at the freaking end credits this week?
Oh, lordy.
Because really, I just fast-forwarded past the episodes to get to the end previews.
I don't blame you at all. So anyway, we have one more Sakimaki brother, and then we have Yui. But let's talk about Ayato. This motherfucker.
Ayato.
Ayato is probably...
Get on my Yato.
Ayato, out of all the brothers, is probably the most popular, if I had to say, in the franchise. Most popular, and is the one that probably does the most out of any of the brothers in the show. In order to describe his personality, I would say he's very, very self-centered. Very, very, thinks very highly of himself. Calling himself yours truly and all this shit. But, let's talk about Chris Patton, who voices Ayato.
Chris Patton.
Oh, Chris Patton.
Oh, I only know you from 2 things. Okay, go ahead.
Chris Patton, for those who may not know, he has done, outside of Diabolik Lovers, obviously, he's done Fibrain, which is probably one of those things that for you, Gigi.
It actually wasn't, so keep going.
Oh, okay.
So 3 things.
Coyote Ragtime Show, he's done he's in Baccano, he's done Black Cat. Black Cat, just for Megan Creed.
Oh, my box set is signed by him, by the way. I cannot wait for you to watch that. I cannot wait for you to watch that just to hear him in that. Ghost Stories.
I'm excited to rewatch.
Ghost Stories.
Yeah, he's done.
Oh my god.
He's Sosuke Sagara for Full Metal Panic. He's Greed for FMA. He's in Hamatora. He is in. Oh lordy, he's done quite a bit. Mythical Detective Loki Ragnarok.
Uniboku Secret Service.
Yup. Oh,
Princess
Tutu and Razafon.
Some of the best bloopers to any anime ever, Princess Tutu.
Oh my god,
I'm
they're the best.
Sashay away now.
He was Bakir. He's the only reason to watch Princess Tutu dubbed.
Basically, yes. And like another reason why Gigi should watch Razafon. He's the main male character for Razafon.
I've never seen Razafon.
Well, you need to see Razafon because Razafon is pretty awesome, and B, I really liked it. I think his role in Razafon is probably one of my favorite performances from Chris Patton. That's just my personal opinion. But anyway, Ayato.
Wait, have you seen Nerima Daikon Brothers? Because that's what I know him from.
I have not seen that.
He sings.
Oh god.
You need to watch it.
I'm losing my voice. I can feel myself losing my voice. This is getting nuts. Oh no. Like my voice. Ugh. Anyway, Ayato. You want to know what I wrote down in my notes about Ayato?
Yes.
Exact words. Exact words. Patton is sexy as fuck. Because here's the thing. If Josh's Subaru is my 1, Ayato is my 2. Chris Patton's Ayato is my 2. And then we have David Wald after that with REIJI. So that's like my top 3 if we're going back to fuckability right here.
I think Ayato is my number 3 because I said he would be a good phone sex operator. That's what I wrote down. And then I wrote down in quotes, "Tell me I'm the best." And I was like, all right. And wear your pain proudly.
Tell me I'm the best. Your brother's better.
Yeah. The one with the hat. I like him more. Sorry. My B.
My bad. Anyway.
And then in what way he would say, which one?
The old one. The one who doesn't look like he's 5.
Oh my god. The one in the hat.
Yeah, the one with the hat.
The sexual deviant.
The douchebag, that one. I like him.
That one.
Oh god, I could say so many things, but I
mean, that's my exact way of phrasing Patton. Because I think I wrote that down after either the first or second episode is when I wrote those notes down.
Like,
that specific note down for Patton.
If Sentai needs like a really like if they have to go to like their default dish voice, it's probably Chris Patton.
Yeah, probably.
Which is actually really funny because when I thought there was like a slight sliver of hope that Haikyuu was gonna have a dub, he was actually my choice for Okaiwa. Oh
god, which one is him?
Super King. Super Senpai.
Kageyama's
Super Sentai.
That asshole.
That asshole. He was my
Okay.
choice, and everyone's like, why? And I'm like, because have you actually like watched the show within a minute? And they're like, oh, well, shit.
Yeah, but anyway, Chris Patton's Ayato. I liked it right away.
Oh yeah.
It probably took like 2 seconds, but then I was
see,
like, you can tell Chris Patton had a lot of fun with it.
He likes doing characters like this. Like, honestly, he does, because I've talked to him a lot. And,
yeah?
He's been at a... Yeah, I'm actually, like, we're kind of friends with him. He likes getting to do characters like this.
Yeah, you can tell he had fun with this one. You can definitely tell he had fun. Like,
I truly had fun with it.
Oh.
That was the worst. Sorry, I know it's in the Japanese, but oh my god, they could have come up with something better for that.
Oh my god.
What?
Instead of him saying yours truly all the time.
Well, yeah, that's mostly a Japanese thing, and they cross that over. But anyway, it worked. I liked it right away, honestly.
He was the one character you didn't have to get used to as the show. Like, he went into it and you're like, okay, I can go with this, like, from the second you heard him.
I believe you're a dickbag who wants to suck my blood. That's cool.
Yeah,
and
like,
he
where's the wall I can lean
getting
against?
it.
Yeah, out of the 6 brothers, the 6 guys who voiced the brothers, I believe Patton, like, right off the bat.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
Talk about Ayato being the most competent of all of them.
Well, he's not exactly competent in the beginning.
But no, like, the fact that they actually kept the thing about her being unable to swim and he's the only one who remembers it.
Well,
he was
nobody
the only one
else
there.
He was the only one there. But say, Ayato was the only one there. And I mean, like, he basically remembers that because, you know, Mama bitch Cordelia would toss him in whenever he was being a naughty little kid. And he couldn't swim at the time.
That was the one scene with him that annoyed me. When he throws her into the pool and then he goes, gets her, like, makes out with her, bites her, and then brings her up to the surface. Look,
well, you know, he likes
that's not how you nuke your food.
He likes to save and destroy. So he's gonna save her by blowing air into her mouth, and then he's gonna destroy her by sucking the shit out of her.
Remember, Ayato doesn't know that sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
He is very possessive. Like, he leaves all those hickeys all over her and stuff.
Yep.
On your tits, on your thighs, on your shoulders.
Yep. He's ready to go.
Again, he thinks very highly of himself, so everything around him he thinks of as his.
Well, he's supposed to be the heir, right? So everything in theory should be his.
I don't know if that's hard to figure out, considering that Shu is the oldest brother.
But Cordelia keeps yelling at him.
Yeah, Cordelia
saying that's why he's not allowed to play.
I'm pretty sure by the sound of it, Ayato is the oldest of the triplets. By the sounds of it. And, but whether or not he's the actual heir, I don't know, because there are a few times where it's mentioned that Shu is supposed to be the head of the family, the next head of the family.
Yeah, but you know he's not going to do it. He's just going to lay in the bathtub and electrocute himself. And listen to
with
Bon
his
Jovi.
Headphones. Bon Jovi. Maybe some Linkin Park or something.
You used to work on the docks. Union's been on strike. All right, I'm done. Before you get copyright strike.
I was thinking more Linkin Park, but okay. Just some emo music going on.
I don't know any Linkin Park songs to sing you, sorry.
It's okay. I'm not even going to try right now. I can't even remember one. But, yeah, I would say, at least for me, Chris Patton, I immediately believed him compared to, like, the other 5 guys who voiced the brothers. Like, he was the most believable right off the bat to me.
I concur, but I also think Chris Patton sounds like Vic Mignogna. Am I the only one?
He may or may not hate you for saying
At some point.
Really?
Here's a funny story. I was watching...
You can't see it, but I'm nodding.
Funny story. I was watching... What was I watching the other day? The broadcast dub of Ultimate Otaku Teacher. And there's this one character... I could have sworn it sounded like Vic Mignogna. It's fucking Eric Vale voicing a character. I'm like... the hell did this come from?
I think
Why
in
pay
every
for the
anime,
real thing?
I can find the poor man's Vic Mignogna. Like, they couldn't afford to pay Vic Mignogna, so they got
Or they
that
just
guy.
didn't feel like dealing with him.
Well, I mean, all things considered, it made sense for Eric Vale to voice that character, considering, like, in the, in Level E, they play brothers, which is rather amusing. But anyway, moving on, because derailing. So, consensus, Patton, very, very
Good.
believable. Very believable.
3 snaps up in Z formation. Choo choo!
Okay, last but not least, let's talk about... Yay!
Let's not.
We
Good night,
have
everybody.
to.
This has been Dub Talk.
What did you say?
Good night, everybody. We're not even talking about her. Wet noodle over here.
Love your faces!
Bye, guys. Anyways, we're gonna have to talk about Yui. So there goes all of the wonderful fuckability voices out the window.
I'm totally not hot anymore, guys.
It's like, damn it, can we go back to Subaru, Josh?
Can we go back?
Can we
Just
go back to
rewind.
December?
Can we just go back? Anyway, Yui is our main female heroine of the show. Dumb as a bunch of fucking rocks. And, she is voiced by, I am probably gonna screw up this last name, Maggie Flecknoe?
Yeah, Maggie Flecknoe, I think, maybe?
Flecknoe? Something. Maggie. She's voiced by someone named Maggie, okay? She's not a huge resume, but she at least has a decent amount. She has done Amnesia as which I
Was
have
she
to...
the main girl in Amnesia?
Oh,
Yep.
yes.
Oh, well, suddenly it all makes sense now. Oh god, that show's terrible. You want to talk about a terrible anime.
Yeah, I am going to argue that Yui is at least more competent than the lead in Amnesia.
I agree.
Cause Yui at least has a fucking name. The lead in Amnesia, her name is Heroine. That's it. She doesn't have an actual name.
Oh, that show is so bad.
That show is so terrible. Anyway, more roles that Maggie's done. She's done Batum, she's done, let's see, Garden of Words, Girls in Panzer, High School of the Dead,
Yeah.
Kami-sama Dolls, Log Horizon, Love Shinobu and Other Delusions, Mideka Box, let's see.
Guess who's in Fibrain?
Is she in Fibrain too?
Yeah, she is. It looks like a small role, though. Penguin Drum, Red Garden,
She was actually good in Red Garden. Sorry, continue.
I need to watch Red Garden. I've only seen some episodes. I haven't had the chance to finish it yet. And she's done The World God Only Knows. There's a variety more, but...
Oh, hey, look. She's getting crazed around by Chris Patton again.
But, I would have to say, out of all the performances in this dub, this is the weakest.
Yes.
I honestly have to say that, unfortunately. Because it doesn't help that the character isn't competent to begin with. I mean, that doesn't help much in Maggie's favor. But compared to... If you were comparing Maggie's performance versus the Japanese, I liked the Japanese better.
The Japanese was so much better.
So much better.
She was not submissive enough. She just wasn't. Like, her voice wasn't high enough. I didn't feel like she was ever in danger. I just felt like she was mildly annoyed with everything. Like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna die. And then she tried to make, like, the little sex noises, and I wasn't buying it.
Yeah. It wasn't...
doing it.
She sounds more mildly inconvenienced by all of this.
Exactly.
Oh no, I mean
Like,
that.
oh no, I have to put an ice pack on my 2 hickeys. What do I do? Oh, get another one on my thigh.
Oh my god, that first episode was so painful because of her.
Oh.
Like, my god, like, okay, to be fair, the first episode is really bad, no matter what
The first
Shitbags.
episode is bad.
It's just shitty, it's rushed, it's crappily written, it's about, I don't care who you are on the show, like, the best performance in that is, like, subpar to any other show. I like Chris Patton in a lot of things, but, like, even then it felt really stilted at points, and just... Like, you deserve a medal if you've made it through the first episode of this god-awful first episode. But my god.
At least all 3 of us get medals because we made it through the whole damn show.
Yeah, like, when she touches him, it's like, oh no, you have no pulse. Why are you still talking? I'm like,
oh
are
my
you
god!
Stupid? I'm like,
Oh
are you
my
fucking
god.
stupid? Have you not, like, I don't give a shit if you are raised by the fucking church. Nobody's that stupid.
But I'll say, that's more of the problem of the character rather than the performance. But
I just wrote down bad acting 101. She's super fake, and like for a character who's, you know, dumb as a box of rocks and is like a wet paper towel, she wasn't flighty enough. I didn't believe her. I didn't believe that she was in trouble, and like especially at one point, like I think Ayato was, you know, having her for dinner and shit, and she was like, no, Ayato, not now. Like he was her annoying fucking boyfriend instead of like him trying to kill her. Like I didn't believe her. I did not believe her.
And it says something when the character is possessed by another character that the other voice coming out is doing 10 times as better. I don't give a shit if it's Monica Rial who's been doing this for years and years and years and years. Because there are other shows where, because for me, the first time I heard it, I thought it was just her actually being able to act better.
No.
I thought it was her, because we've had a discussion, at least Steph and I, when we were talking about Tia Ballard. And Kami-sama Kiss, when she had to play her character being voiced by J. Michael Tatum.
Well,
like, picking up his mannerisms and stuff. It
was Tatum's character, Tomoe, as disguised as Nanami, but it's Tia Ballard doing the voice.
Performing as J. Michael Tatum.
Yes.
It was really good, and that's how I think that this might be a case of maybe if a more competent director and better writing was in the show, that maybe it could have helped a little bit, like...
Yeah.
No, I've seen High School of the Dead. Nothing will help Magni Fleck. No. Whatever.
Oh, no.
And at least it's like the one thing is, because Sentai does have the rights to Dramatical Murder, which is yet again another visual novel beaten behind the shed and turned into an anime.
Yay. But,
with a hacksaw. But at least there's no girls in that, so I'm kind of safe.
But at least for me, I mean, I got used to Maggie's Yui by the end, but at the same time, it was like, it wasn't that believable. And like you said, Gigi, there was points where she, like, treated the guys as, like, the stupid boyfriend rather than, like, this thing that's going to potentially kill her. It didn't work.
Kill, bite, have their way, go for a taco dinner in Laito's case.
Oh my lord.
even when she wakes up in the second episode and it's like, oh, where did these clothes come from? It's
right?
Like, you aren't freaking out that they saw you naked, put you in different clothes, put you in bed. They might have done Ayato might have done something to you then.
Again, I feel like part of it, and this might be going back a little bit to Joel McDonald and Sky Wizards, part of it is the restrictions of the actual character. I feel like that's part of it. But the other part of it is like, you gotta try and sell me on this, girl, and you didn't. Like, you did not.
Like, the Japanese voice actress did absolutely everything she could with a submissive wet paper towel. Right. And I just feel like she didn't even try. Like, did she even scream in this? Because I don't remember it. It was, like, so unmemorable that I just didn't care.
I don't think she did, actually.
I mean, she should have. They're trying to kill her. If she's so upset that she can't get the fuck out of the mansion, fucking scream, go nuts, go crazy. And she just did nothing. That's part writing, but I mean, come on, if she's running through the hallway, fucking scream or something.
Okay, even in the Japanese girls, the Japanese Seiyu's thing, she's literally done, her 2 biggest roles are the girl from Diabolik Lovers!
Really?
Are you serious right now?
2 roles! She's like big characters in other shows, and her 2 biggest credits are Yui and Diabolik Lovers.
This is the Seiyu, right?
Yes.
Getting
well, good
her
on
phone sex
her.
Career legitimate. Good for her.
Good on her.
She has less roles than the English voice actress, and yet she can still do a better job.
Yeah, that's unfortunately that's saying something right there. Like, this is like no offense to Maggie or anything. I can imagine she's a nice person, but this didn't work. I am so sorry, it didn't.
I mean, Maggie, you got a paycheck. Good on ya.
Yeah, good on you.
You deserve your paycheck for having to act through this.
Yeah, you deserve that paycheck for going through this shit show, but...
You know what? I will bring up Red Garden because I forgot. It's pretty much the same thing. Like, it's a horror anime, and they're in trouble a lot. Bitch screams in Red Garden. She's fantastic in it. So if you want to see Maggie when she's good, you should watch Red Garden. That whole dub is really great, but she's actually really good in it. I think she plays the Valley Girl one.
Rachel?
She plays Rachel.
I don't remember which one Rachel is.
Well,
I've never seen it. So.
It's a shitty anime, but the dub is good.
Yeah, I've only watched 6 episodes of Red Garden, and it's sitting on my shelf right now. I need to actually find time to sit down and watch the whole damn show. But yeah, like we can't throw in the argument of like Maggie hasn't done a lot. We don't know much about range, especially like we know she's capable of better. We can't use that argument. We can partially use the argument of her character has certain restrictions, but only to a certain extent.
Like, just be scared. Like, I could probably do a better job at Yui than she could. Ayato!
End scene.
Choo-choo!
So, I think consensus with Maggie is Yui. It's, unfortunately, it's obviously the weakest performance out of the bunch.
Yep.
Especially compared to, like, some of the voice actors who have done a lot of really, really good work. But, yeah. I would say that's the general consensus for Maggie right there, unfortunately.
No thanks, Maggie.
I'm about to say, I'm sorry, you're probably a nice lady and everything, nice lady, and you've done better, but not here, unfortunately. So, overall thoughts on the dub of Diabolik Lovers?
It could have been worse, and at least
could have been
worse for me.
It could have been worse.
Kind of needed Ian Sinclair. If Ian Sinclair were in it, I could get behind that phone sex voice. Maybe he'll be in the sequel.
Well, that's more of a difference between Funimation and Sentai. That's really what it is.
True facts.
Like,
a girl can dream.
A girl can dream. I mean, it's possible. I mean, what was it? It's Brynhilde in the Darkness. They recently announced Jamie Marchi taking on a role, and that's her first Sentai dub, so it's possible. It's just the big thing is between Houston and Dallas, and that's the big problem. Yeah, that's the big problem right there.
Apparently Texas is the size of most of Europe.
Apparently. But
I mean, like, for me, I never got through the show in Japanese. This isn't the type of show I would, like, willingly sit and watch. Normally, I kind of watched it because I volunteered to do this.
Yeah, you volunteered.
Once I got through it, I was like, okay, it wasn't that bad. I've obviously seen much, much fucking worse. Mm-hmm. But it was one of those shows where I kind of want to watch in the Japanese just because I like a lot of the seiyuu that are in it. Like,
yeah.
The guy who plays Rei from Free's in there, Yuki Kaji's in there, Suzuki is going to be in it next season, and God knows every one of my friends down here want to put that man down on a bed and do horrible things to him.
They should guest star in the next episode.
They would if they weren't all at work and shy. What if they get the second season? Who is going to play the next set of guys? I don't know.
I don't know how many actors Sentai really has in their pool. So,
see, that's why I'm kind of terrified for Dramatical Murder. I mean, this show that show is literally a visual novel, bunch of dudes. There's one named female character,
right?
That is an adult.
Because, by the way, in case you couldn't tell, guys, this is actually the first time we're talking about a Sentai show. We've talked about all of the Funimation shows, and this is our first
We haven't
Sentai
even
one.
touched anything in California, mostly because it costs too much for us.
Yeah. But, yeah,
Fuck
like...
you, Aniplex.
Yeah, I think Sentai's pool is rather small in terms of voice actors. So, they do pretty often pull from, like, Dallas and the Funimation pool. I mean, you have Josh Greeley in here, and, I mean, David Matronga has done Funimation dubs, David Wald has done Funimation dubs. Chris Patton doesn't do them anymore, but he used to do some for Funimation, but, yeah,
I think for me, the biggest shot in the foot at Sentai, it's not their acting pool, because they do have capable actors. I think it's their direction and writing staff.
Yeah, that might be what it really comes down to.
Well, at least Stephen Foster didn't direct this dub. And if he did... No, but wait! If he did, it could have been like Ghost Stories.
Okay, that was intentional.
I know, but could you imagine Diabolik Lovers with no script?
Actually, that'd be kind of fucking awesome.
I know, I kind of want it to happen. Sentai,
Oh my
you should
God.
do like a second commentary track on it or some shit like that.
It could have been worse. We could have gotten Queen Saga.
Oh
I
God.
didn't see that.
I didn't
Just
see
look
it
up
either,
Queen
but I've
Saga.
heard about it. I've heard about it. Oh Lord.
I think everybody did as best a job as they could under the
Mhm.
circumstances of
Right.
probably Sentai acquiring a really cheap show, and surprisingly it did well enough to get a Blu-ray. I don't know
Yep.
why they started out dubbing it in the first place, but I'm really glad they did.
Yeah, I was surprised that they actually put in the money to dub this show. I
But-
did not think it was going to get a dub, honestly.
You know, they didn't even put the damn recap episode on.
Still.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, overall, in terms of the dub, the voice cast did the best with what they were given. Some of them were really, really surprising. Some of them not so much. And then the three of us have our wonderful, wonderful favorites that we want so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot.
LAITO.
Not even
I
gonna say it. You've
I
already,
just-
you've already heard me talking about Subaru Josh for like 20 minutes. I'm not even, at this point, I'm not even gonna repeat myself. Like, no.
I can't help it that I like assholes. It's ingrained in me.
I like
Hisoka!
broken things with
Sorry.
parental- Wait a second, I just realized I like
What?
broken things with mommy issues.
Oh
Because Lilac, you know my eternal crush on Kaneki.
no! Oh fuck! Yep. Oh
The
yeah.
ultimate mommy issues.
The
This does not
ultimate
bode
mommy.
well for any of our future marriages.
No, we are
This is
just.
why I'm single
we're
and own a body
doomed.
pillow.
We're doomed. We are so doomed.
Oh,
This is why the
God.
majority of. This is probably why the majority of the guys that I've dated are assholes. Life lessons.
Who are you,
We're
me?
learning life lessons today on Dumb
Life
Talk.
lessons with diabolic life lessons.
Yes!
The more you know. Because did you know that sharing is caring?
Yes, sharing is caring. And on that
All the
note,
people, why did it have to come out of Laito's mouth?
Oh my god. It was glorious either way. Anyway, if you are interested in seeing Diabolik Lovers, it is available from Sentai Filmworks in North America. I don't even remember if it was picked up in UK or Australia. I don't think it was. But you can find it from Sentai Filmworks in North America on DVD and Blu-ray. And I believe it is also streaming on the Anime Network, both
Yes,
the
it is.
Japanese and the English, but with the English there is a subscriber paywall for that, if I remember correctly.
You are correct.
Yes, and it may be streaming on Hulu as well, for those in
It
the
is.
US. I was about to say, because Sentai only recently started putting their shows on Hulu too.
I don't know. I don't think it's dubbed, but you can definitely watch it on Hulu.
Yep.
You can also watch it on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, on Crunchyroll, that's true. You can watch the Japanese on Crunchyroll. So yeah, you have a variety of options on how to watch Diabolik Lovers in general. If you want to watch the English version of it, though, it's either you pay money to get the DVD or you pay money to Anime Network to watch it. So, those are really your options if you want to see the English dub of the show. Oh lord. What a freaking shit show this turned into. This is one.
What are you kidding? It was awesome.
This is one hell of a girls' night. I'll tell you that much. But
I'm 1000% sober for anyone who's watching.
Yeah, none of us have been drinking. So
but you'll use that cute picture that I put up on my Skype, right? Not the crazy one where I look possessed with all my Pokemon.
And
use the one that I put on
the fact that if you go on the Anime Network's website and you click on the romance genre, you can find Diabolik Lovers.
Diabolik Lovers is a great romance. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what.
You want to know what else is in this category? Elfin Lead.
Oh.
I'm screenshotting this for you.
Oh my god, please, yes, for later. Editing, yay! Anyway.
I never said what the rules of the Diabolik Lovers drinking game was.
Oh, what's the one where I would get the most drunk?
Take a shot every time Yui says, no, please stop, let go, or her screaming to God to help. Take a shot every time the vampires bite or lick her. Even if they bite or lick her multiple times, you have to drink for everyone. Take a shot every time they comment on her fear. Take a shot every time they talk about her blood. Take a shot every time they manhandle her, grab her, or shove her. Take a shot every time you hear the name Bitch Chan, and take a shot every time KANATO goes through a mood swing. This is 100% proven to get you shit-faced.
LAITO says Bitch Chan 27 times. Is it 27 or 29?
It's a lot.
Anime.
It's a lot.
You'd be dead.
Okay, my producer and one of our other girls in our podcast got to episode 6 before they stopped.
I think I'm gonna have to do this one day. It won't go on YouTube, but I'll do it.
There you go. Anyway.
Thanks, Gigi's liver, taking one for the team.
And speaking of Gigi, as we're trying to end the damn episode, thank you, Gigi, for coming in and joining us today.
Thank you for having me. It was super fun.
Of course, it was fun having you, because I was trying so hard to find a third person, and I didn't know who to drag into this, and then I saw one of Gigi's anime collection videos, and I found out that she owned Diabolik Lovers, and I was like, I know who I'm asking.
3 copies!
So thank you for joining us. I think
one of them might be mine soon.
One of them's going to Megan.
Yeah!
So yeah, thank you again, Gigi, for joining us. If you want to check out any of the stuff that she does, you can just go to her YouTube channel, Animepalooza. She does a bunch of different things. Like, so many things.
Way too many things.
Way too many things.
All of the things.
I'm about to say, you and I both do way too many things for our respective channels and stuff, but whatever. Next, I don't even know what the plan is for the next episode of Dub Talk at this point, because there's like 5 or 6 planned out.
Eventually, dramatical murder!
Let's see, like, eventually dramatical murder. I know JoJo is gonna happen. I know...
Yes, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is going to happen once I get my work schedule.
Yeah, I think Beyond the Boundary was gonna happen. I know Parasite was gonna happen. I know... We're starting to do more Sentai dubs now. Holy shit, I just realized that.
The new block of Double Talk is gonna be one.
Yeah. There's a
Prison School is coming out.
Oh,
no, prison School should be out by the time this episode comes out. Theoretically, that should be how it goes. But yeah, there's a lot of episodes in the works and planned out, so who knows what's gonna end up next. But yeah, just keep an eye out.
Suggestions!
Yeah, if you want to give us suggestions of either casting announcements that you may have seen that you think we should cover, or if you want us to review the dub of a series that was recently released on DVD and Blu-ray, give us suggestions. That's perfectly fine.
Did you guys do Yuri Kuma already?
No, we haven't done it. Well, technically, yes, I did. But that was me in my vlog version, like the early stuff.
You should do Yuri Kuma. That's a hot mess.
Oh, I've heard. I know. I watched a couple episodes of the dub, and I was like, no.
You should also do Tokyo Ghoul.
Well,
oh, we have plans to do season 1.
We did a dub talk for the second season for the broadcast dub, and because Hardy has not seen season 1, we need to make sure we need to have an excuse to have him see season 1. So
it's good.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But anyway,
I'm
as we're
watching it again because I marathon it when I'm bored.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's everything for today. So, yeah, thank you for joining us for this really, really weird and fun shit show of a girls' night. Our first girls' night.
Sober.
Woo!
I can only imagine what would happen drunk.
Oh my lord, it would be glorious. It would probably be even more embarrassing though, some of the stuff that would come out of our mouths. But anyway, until next time guys, we'll see you later, or we'll talk to you guys later. I don't even know how this works anymore. I am so tired.
Choo choo!
Choo choo, motherfucker!